Hey, welcome back to Clean Cut, where we can talk about the truth about just about anything, as long as we use logic and common sense.
This season we'll be looking at and reflecting on some of the Psalms from the Bible, which were written as songs and can still be sung, but can also still be used as prayers. Now, a brief disclaimer before getting into this. The Psalms will be numbered differently in different translations of the Bible. This is a very, very old discrepancy, and to help clear things up, I'll be explaining what number the Psalm has in the Douay-Rheims Bible and in the Revised Standard Version. However, the episodes themselves will list Psalm numbers as they're given in the Douay-Rheims Bible. Sorry if this is confusing. Fortunately, this psalm is number 7 in both translations, so let's take a look at what it says. The Psalm of David which he sung to the Lord for the words of Chusi, the son of Jemini. Chusi and Jemini aren't mentioned in any of the genealogies in the Bible, so we're not sure who they were. However, some translations refer to Chusi as belonging to the tribe of Benjamin. O Lord my God, in thee have I put my trust. Save me from them that persecute me, and deliver me. We trust God to save us from evil people who try to persecute us, because praying to God with trust is the right response to persecution. Lest at any time he seize upon my soul like a lion, while there is no one to redeem me, nor to save. We can trust God, but if we don't rely on God, our enemies will surely get the upper hand, because no one else can be trusted like him. O Lord my God, if I have done this thing, if there be iniquity in my hands. We should take time to reflect on whether the bad things happening to us might be in some way our own fault, or the just consequence for our sins. If I have rendered to them that repaid me evils, let me deservedly fall empty before my enemies. Let the enemy pursue my soul and take it, and tread down my life on the earth, and bring down my glory to the dust. We should be willing to offer justice to those we've wronged in order to make amends to them, and to God. Rise up, O Lord, in thy anger, and be thou exalted in the borders of my enemies, and arise, O Lord my God, in the precept which thou hast commanded. Our enemies sometimes plot and scheme against us in their own territory or on their own property, but God is not bound by those kinds of laws, and can take action against evil men anywhere at his own discretion. The word precept here refers to a judgment against those who do evil. And a congregation of people shall surround thee, and for their sakes return thou on high. Good worshippers will always follow God, and he will rule them in order to benefit their lives. The Lord judgeth the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my justice, and according to my innocence in me. Not that any of us are truly innocent, or just without faults, but rather that we should try to do what's right in every situation, thinking about how it will affect our relationship with God, and turn to him apologetically to ask for forgiveness whenever we sin. The wickedness of sinners shall be brought to naught, and thou shalt direct the just. The searcher of hearts and reins is God. God allows the work of evildoers to fade, but he protects those who seek justice, giving us the grace and guidance that our thoughts most sorely need. And I say thoughts, because the Hebrews believed, at least for a while, that thoughts resided in the heart, as we went over in episode 378. Check the link in the video description. Just is my help from the Lord, who saveth the upright of heart. God will protect the souls of all those who obey him, and it's just and right for him to do so. God is a just judge, strong and patient. Is he angry every day? Although God is patient, entirely good, and strong enough to not be threatened by anything we do, we humans are daily doing things that displease him. Except you will be converted, he will brandish his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready, and in it he hath prepared the instruments of death. He hath made ready his arrows for them that burn. Those who stubbornly insist on disobeying, ignoring, or mocking God will end up suffering more harshly because of their choice. This verse also refers to the consequences of sin as some sort of proactive effort on the part of God, which is probably just metaphorical. Behold, he hath been in labor with injustice. He hath conceived sorrow and brought forth iniquity. God doesn't create any of these evil things except by giving human beings the free will that they need to produce them. This verse uses the word he to refer to evildoers who create these bad things through their sins, while simultaneously causing greater pain for themselves. The childbirth imagery is meant to symbolize that, the birth of something new, but with horrible agony as a consequence. He hath opened a pit, and dug it, and he has fallen into the hole he made. Again, he meaning evildoers who open traps for themselves to fall into. His sorrow shall be turned on his own head, and his iniquity shall come down upon his crown. When you try to hurt others unjustly, you're spitting in the wind, and it all comes back to bite you in the end. I will give glory to the Lord according to his justice, and will sing to the name of the Lord, the Most High. Finally, we should be immensely grateful when God does justice to people, because God's justice is ultimately for our own good. We just have to make sure we're on the right side of it. I think this is one of the most beautiful psalms, promising justice for those who treat others sinfully, and protection for those who cling to God as their hope. Isn't that really the whole point of it all?
That's all for now, so keep asking questions, and thanks for watching.